Good morning. I am Delilah, 8th House Moon Rabbit, back at it again. Feeling rather sprightly this morning. How are y'all? Living just to keep going, going just to be saved, all the while not knowing. Such a shame. Telling you to be ready, my dear. We're going to see which angel would like to lead us. Hey! Okay, here we have Duma, Angel of Dreams. Hey, just saw you. Chesed, the right hand, empathy. And since I feel like I was asked, pardon me, directly, right now. Sure, never mind. Two drops in a bucket, bucket. Yo, I am so amused by this. The Backstreet Boys doing a Febreze commercial to I Want It That Way. What? Pardon me. Duma, Angel of Dreams. Docent to the unknown, Duma is the impetus to doubt a false reality, to crack the shell keeping you from the truth. When the world shifts around you, Duma is your guide. The world is stranger than you believed it to be. What we all dream, we dream together. Those dreams pull together in Duma's cup hands. Look below the surface of the water. You know you've missed something, and yet you wonder what. You listen closely, and yet you hear nothing. All the while, you dream the truth you think you seek. It is said that Duma and Liliel are connected. The truth of this can only be found within Angelarium. Signs, a reflection in the water, a golden cage, an eye. And Shakma, the right eye, wisdom, the second emanation, after Keter, the first. A vessel to hold that which is most precious, the first gate out of potentiality and a step into the realm of the unknown. Shakma is the first moment a newborn child opens its eyes. That child's first steps and first word. He is the beginning of a lifelong journey, whose path disappears over the horizon. Where Keter is the pen that hovers over the page, Shakma is the moment of contact. From nothingness, wisdom is formed. To have insight into that which is not known is a gift that is not bestowed lightly. The great orb breaks the surface of our consciousness. Descending from the summit of the tree, we see its duality begin to form. Shakma sits atop the pillar of mercy, forming the first masculine aspect of the diagram. Its partner, Bina, Bina is knowledge, opens next to the revealed two eyes through which we see the world, found in birth, intuition, and the subconscious. Hey. Thank you much. Why do I feel underneath is Israfel, the angel of song. I was just about to go on. Israfel, the herald that will call the coming of end times. Israfel is a presence, a beacon, a warning. Heated judgment is upon us. The horn that blows the final call rests against the flesh of Israfel's lips, if it even is flesh. Israfel is both melody and the cacophony of existence. Songs can be soft and warm, especially when they end. Under the serene score of creation, the danger of total destruction is hidden. Beyond that destruction may be a new beginning. You must consider the implications of your actions seriously. Choose your steps wisely as you dance upon the cinder-soft earth. Signs are a horn, the setting sun, and a flame. And underneath that is Cushiel, the angel of punishment. The hunter whose prey is falsehood. Oath-breakers beware, Cushiel will seek you out. Even as you stalk your own victims, punishment is upon you. No one escapes the mark of Cushiel. There are consequences for breaking your word. The pieces sharpen and sink into your flesh, embedding themselves within your heart. So long as the offense stands, you will always be held in the sights of the hunter. Seeking absolution is noble, however tedious. Begin that journey with haste, lest Cushiel find you first. A spear, a shaft of light, a raven. That definitely does fit. Tighten up. It definitely does. Dreams, real lofty. Empathy, that's more, definitely more material. Yeah, more materialized. It's the second orb after Catcher, which is spirituality. Then we had Israfel. And then Cushiel, punishment. Leo. Help, I'm alive, my heart keeps beating like a hammer. Cancer. Hard to be soft, tough to be tender. Come take my pulse, the pace is on a runaway train. Lupe Fiasco, Sunshine, and Adele. And I just got like a, not even, it can be called a mashup because it's a lot. There? So I'll leave that. Leo and Cancer. The Wood, Jason and the Argonauts, Sin City, in reverse. But I feel like that's too much. The Lovely Bones and Edward Scissorhands. Whoa. My heart keeps beating like a hammer. Hard to be soft, tough to be tender. Come take my pulse, the pace is on a runaway train. Help, I'm alive, my heart keeps beating like a hammer. Ooh, yeah. What is that song? I don't know what the name of that song is. And also, should I give up or should I just keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere? I tell you, I don't know how some people do it. I can't. I'm not built for running out there, hopping off the porch and getting my heart broke. Like, if that's what the the muse of song requires. I can't even do it. I ain't got it. Capricornus, evolve. Yeah, I gotta move on and upward. Adele's got a beautiful voice. And typically when I listen to Corona Borealis, Honor, Octans, Reflect, typically when I listen to what I would classify as struggle love music, I think of the forlorn feeling that you have when you don't have the divine in your life. The anger, the cynicism. The Lovely Bones, though. Hydrus, renew. Oh, we had Triangulum, feminine. Now Hydrus, renew. Ophiuchus, heal. The one I dropped. Who dat? Muska, respond. Pardon. I keep getting drugged back to the Lovely Bones. Sam Tucci is gone now, isn't he? Tidal wave, triggered by the aftershock, hit me like a tidal wave, triggered by the aftershock. Plot. There's Scorpius. Punish. Canis Minor. Loyalty. Huh. When I was reading about Duma, they mentioned Liliel. He's dreams and she is the starlight. And here we have Leo and Cancer. Considered, you know, a pair via their representations by the moon and the sun. Pleiades, optimism. Love to see it. Ooh, let me. Yep, we turned up. Hit me like a tidal wave, triggered by the aftershock. freedom, enhance. Equuleus and Antlia. Edward Scissorhands kind of hit that little town like a tidal wave, didn't he? About last week, maybe it was last week, I'm not sure. It might have been just within the last 7 days. I was listening to a reader, and they couldn't remember who Vincent Price was. Vincent Price did the intro to Thriller. The spoken word, which I thought was fucking sick. Loved it. Apis, Imagine, and Pixis. Guide. Let your imagination be your guide. I think that's it. Who's at the bottom? Canes Venatici. Hunt. Didn't they say that Kushiel is the hunter? And talked about punishment, and here we have it. Pardon me. Hey, Four of Swords? Is that? I think it's in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and love to a shooting star, but she moves so fast that I can't keep up from chasing. When she falls, then I'll be waiting. With the Four of Swords being in reverse, and I think in real simple math terms, y'all, real basic when it comes to the maths. 9 minus 4 is 5. Leaves words spoken aggressively, hastily, kind of like the Knight of Swords energy. And there's the 6. They call it winning at all costs. And the 5 of Swords in this learner deck says every victory is not worth the price or something to that effect. Here we have 10 of Pentacles. The Lovely Bones. It's like I forget it's there for a couple of moments, you know? And then my eyes and my attention are taken back. And it definitely does put me in the mind of yesterday's reading. And not just yesterday, this watching predatory person, I'm gonna go ahead and say, which is, you know, it's funny. I don't always sit here with my knife, you know? I don't just be, these days, paranoid. Because when I say I've been through some shit, you know? And I tend to come out on top. I get into way less. Another 4. Let me go on like a blister in the sun. Let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the one. Now that I'm more aware, not just now. Like I've been aware of how predators move for quite some time, and they only had to sneak the fuck up on me once or twice before I was like, oh, that's how y'all move? You wait till a bitch gets all comfy and stuff, and then it's your time to strike, because, you know, you're a fucking coward. And it took a little bit of experience with cowardice for me to really understand it, because I'm not built like that. People who are drawn to your light and conflicted by it to different degrees. You know, the Lovely Bones is a very extreme degree of that conflict. And you know what? They treated Edward Scissorhands like that too. Ed was like a divine masculine who was very, very balanced with his feminine. And maybe even a little bit too soft for most people who have no fucking spirituality, you know, except that which they manifest, and that's it. They are pretty much like the Walking Dead. They don't have a consciousness. They just have a prime directive of sorts. The Queen of Wands. Is that newborn? No? Maybe Kate? Maybe? I don't know. But something told me to sit down with my knife today, and I don't even really, like, I don't have that feeling like something's about to go down, girl. You know? Muscle Museum, Muse. She had something to, I'll read this to y'all. Because I'm definitely getting this arrangement in several ways. And so, confirming, like I usually say, whether you are in a male body or a female body, you're very well balanced. And what are considered to be the classical embodiments, manifestations, reflections of what is feminine energy and what is masculine energy. You're doing a really good job. And, yeah, feminine, here. You gathered some hangers on. Because, you know, it's not a marriage celebration without revelers, right? Without people to celebrate. And after the Four of Wands comes the Five of Wands. Because ain't that what happens? You get too many people with too many different energies that aren't conscious enough to balance themselves. How the fuck are they going to get into a group and do better than they are doing on their own? They're not. Newsflash. They're fucking not. So they get to fighting, and then somebody rises above the fray, and they gather attention, right? And that's the Six of Wands energy. When you get your victory lap, people notice. And then they have a new target. Because usually, to have that victory lap, there had to be to get that victory lap, there had to be some kind of excellence, some kind of attainment. Six of Cups. After the Moon, which the eye that she is not resting under, and that Four of Swords, because it's in reverse. You had to have done a lot of healing. Maybe you can even feel this as here's the Devil. Queen of Cups. That's the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups, all in the same area. The Four of Cups. Before you move on, I need to remember to read that. Seven of Cups. Okay. She had something to confess to, but you don't have the time, so look the other way. You will wait until it's over to reveal what you've never shown her. Too little, much too late. Too long trying to resist it. You've just gone and missed it. It escaped your world. Can you see that I am needing and begging for so much more than you could ever give? And I don't want you to adore me, don't want you to ignore me when it pleases you. Yeah, and I'll do it on my own. I've played in every toilet, but you still want to spoil it, to prove I've made a big mistake. Too long trying to resist it, you've just gone and missed it, it escaped your world. Can you see that I am needing, begging for so much more than you could ever give? And I don't want you to adore me, don't want you to ignore me when it pleases you. Yeah, and I'll do it on my own. Well, amen to that. Yo, I have played in every toilet. That damn. Four of Pentacles. That's the Swords. No, that's the Eight. That's the Eight of Pentacles. That gives me the feeling that you have something that's more than somebody else feels like you should have had. Like you, maybe it's je ne sais quoi. You have a certain indefinable something that irks somebody and they want to figure it out, but it's like you get it from some mysterious combination of fucking genetics, blessings, life history, your personality. Like you just fucking are. That's just it. That's all. Seven of Pentacles. Maybe because material, pentacles are material. They resented Edward Scissorhands, and I think, like I explained in my video yesterday, that predators, especially when they deal, look at that, judgment, especially when they deal with true innocence, you know, the kind where they know that you don't see them coming because you have no experience with it and no training. And sometimes people really do get got. Look, learn about the hunter, especially whatever type might be. Look, observe, message. Look, anger, spirit. When I say the spirit of fucking covetousness, anger, aggression, jealousy, spite lives in some people. It's all they worship. It's all they fucking know. It's what gets them out of bed. And not sprightly either. Every fucking morning. It's what they pray over when they go to sleep at night. Knight of Wands, Eight of Cups, the Lovers, Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands. Because they don't have love in their heart. They don't have sincere admiration and wonder for creation, you know? Sorry about it. Don't let everybody see what you got in your cup. Don't put your cup down in mixed company. That's for home. Because you know what's fucking weird? It's fucking weird to be investigating somebody without them knowing who you are and why you're watching. And you know what another thing is weird that I noticed? People that use the word weird a lot in description of other people tend to be fucking weird themselves. They're projecting hard as fuck. Like they be doing weird things and they just like justify it as they go. It's not weird when they do it though. And I'm not particularly speaking of anybody that I have already spoken of. That's done. Nine of Cups, Five of Swords. After the Queen of Cups. And the Emperor. Who I tend to think of as a very honorable emperor because that's King Arthur. Before he pulls the sword from the stone. Arthur was a very wise king. And he had the loyalty of all of his knights and his queen, even though his queen, I'm pretty sure, did take up with one of his knights. That was kind of like, it was like, the way they tell you in the tale that the heart can be rash, wicked, when undisciplined, while still not overshadowing the things about a person that are true, loyal, disciplined, honorable. But I do gotta say that I get the feeling that there's a pretender in the midst. Somebody who is really more comfortable operating in masculine energy than feminine energy, who's not entirely balanced, who might be pretending to be somebody that they're not. Because here is a man who found out that this princess here is lesbianist, you know, and she doesn't want men. So he dresses up as a woman and look, gets her drunk. Back to me saying, watch your cup. Don't let everybody have access to your cup, whether that's esoterically your cup of love and healing or your physical cup, you know? Guard both. It can be done, I promise. Five of Swords. To have you humbled. But fuck getting humbled from the outside. Like, who the fuck are they? Humble yourself. Humble yourself rigorously and righteously. And then anybody that comes through trying to humble you looks like a fucking fool. And I mean that. Like with emphasis, with oomph. Fuck them and fuck what they thought. King of Coins and the King of Swords. Lord, I can't stand that. Like, get your own shit together. You think you did? Why did I really heard I got my shit together. Oh, really, do you? I hope. Knight of Wands. Because that doesn't suggest, look, Knight of Wands, Five of Wands, and I'd be shuffling on camera so you saw how it flipped up out of my paws. Succeed. I say it out loud, but you just don't care. Yeah, well, do you know me well? Two of Coins. Somebody who feels, somebody who's triggered into imbalance by your presence. You got the Hierophant, who is above the Empress, supporting her and gaining all of her 10 pentacles of abundance, while somebody is sitting with this Four. You know, they're doing it the slow way. They get a couple of steps forward from 4 to 8 to take a step back, worrying so fucking much about what you got. Being bothered on a soul level. Huh. Here we have the Lovers, which is, no, that's Death. Huh. The Lovers and Death. 6 and 13. It's kind of like life and death. It's kind of like choosing life over death. The slow death of the soul. And I'm getting that person, when they are in feminine energy, this is the feminine energy they're carrying. That's the type of time they on. 10 of Pentacles. And the Fool. We started out, though. I feel like this is how they see you. A fool. Just a vulnerable looking little mermaid swimming about in the deep with no real clue where she's going or what she's doing. And maybe like Ursula, they kind of hoping that you fuck up. And they might even try to orchestrate you fucking up. But this is who you really are. Very bold. Very secure. If you're not already protective of self, you are now. If you weren't. Because you're not new to this, you're true to this. I love it for you. Because I can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road in overdrive, baby. 9 of Coins. said cups. But we've seen the Ten of Pentacles twice. Huh. We've also seen this, look, Six of Cups, Four of Cups. I don't want to mess it up. It's there. I showed all the cards. Six of Cups, Four of Cups. Maybe it's somebody that remembers you from a different time and space. Not necessarily a past life, that's not what I mean. But maybe somebody from one environment that sees you in another environment. And who you are when you're in your element irks them. Huh, and we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant out here. Just like we have Duma, who is a part of a pair. He and Liliel. And Chesed, who is part of a pair with Bina, knowledge. And then we have Leo and Cancer out here. Huh. And we saw death. And Scorpius, punishment is here. Maybe going in for the kill is something that y'all should watch. Seven of Pentacles. Judgment. The fuck? Look, no, don't you... Look! Judgment. I don't know. What is? The Wheel. The Six of Swords. Edward Scissorhands had a passion. For sculpture with the scissors. Hands ill-adapted for a lot of different things, but perfectly adapted for artistic expression. Ace of Wands, that's Seven of Pentacles again. That's 3 times, 777. Which multiplied and reduced numerologically, that's a 3, I think, yeah. And then another 9. You being at ease and unbothered. Are you out here trying to spread the good news to people too? See, there's a reason why I say the things that I say mostly here. Like, my loved ones, my nearest and dearest, they know who I am and what I think, because it's not a secret. As I was telling a subscriber, I'm not hiding. I don't hide in general. Because frankly, either I am blessed with being veiled in places where people don't need to see me, people don't need to really notice me, or people need to forget me. They do. But in general, for some reason, maybe for the highest good of people who see me in moments like this, when I'm challenged because I've been spotted by somebody who's got a little bit of that predator spirit in them, a little bit of that Cain spirit that hates his brother because he had a better offering. Or thought he hated his brother. I'm not sure. I would have to read it again to see what kind of vibe I get about their feelings, if that's even provided. Because often they don't tell you. 3 of Wands. Aries. Preparation, planning, expansion. Established force, nobility. And here we have honor, success, openness, honesty. Facts. But a lot of things that I believe, that I feel, that I think, ain't for all times and all places. Just like I ain't for all people. And all people ain't for me. Ace of Pentacles. We've had that 9 of Pentacles over and over. This is, for me, an Earth deck. So is Anima Mundi. Something that shows definitely. Light Seers is like in between. Something might have been in a long time coming for you, but it's on its way. That final pinnacle that you need to, at least for you, but you might get public recognition for you to feel like you have a sense of material completeness, completion. But yes, both in yesterday's reading, take love where you find it, and sometimes leave it where it's at, and going in for the kill. Both of those had themes reminiscent of this. Understand you might have to divorce yourself of, look, I was just thinking about the Six of Swords that came out after this Queen of Pentacles. You might have to sacrifice some people, like, not with no crazy moon magic, although it's a new moon in Virgo, so it's a good time. Hey, Virgo is like 8, 9, and 10 of Pentacles, right? Yeah. It might be time to go on getting your fucking boat and shove the fuck off. Because there's people in your energy, in your face, in your space that feel like when you win, they're missing an opportunity. Maybe the opportunity is just to like laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. Bitch. I don't give a fuck. I tend to have the last laugh. That's why I'm okay with looking like a clown. I know who I am. 3 of Cups. What? Me and my folk really get together and really celebrate real life in real life. I'm blessed to be able to have that. To have been blessed with the discernment to know who I can really fuck with. Really, really fuck with. 10 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, you gotta separate from some. Because they don't want to go and rest and meditate. And, they don't believe in none of that shit. And then if they did decide to start believing in all that shit, or even a little bit of that shit, such would be their paradigm shift that they would have to be in for some very uncomfortable days, weeks, months, perhaps years. And maybe these are older people. They ain't trying to do all that. And that's fine. Like, I didn't try to convert my grandmother from being a Baptist to my view of spirituality and religion. Because I am not involved in anybody's organized religion. I may align with some, and that's, I'm sociopolitically too. Like, I might align with some ideas, but I don't belong to nobody but me and God. For me, I don't know how anybody else is living different. Look. Fool me, huh? Fool me one time. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Can't put the blame on you. Wait, what did Bush say? Fool me. Fool me one time. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Won't get fooled again. Yeah. That might be one of the funniest fucking things he's ever said. And you know what? I knew that I couldn't really trust media. Like the scales started to drop off my eyes when all they had for Bush Jr. was derision. They like, oh, so y'all don't know. Like, that's not a little bit cute. That's not a little bit funny. It wasn't just a little bit clever, even though it was stupid. You can't give a person the credit that they're due just because you don't like some other shit. Everything that they say and everything they do has to be about this shit that you don't like about them. That's weak. Fucking weak sauce. Yes, I don't want to keep reiterating, but I suppose I must. Romantic, sensitive, indolent, graceful, poetic, vain, moody, idealistic, manipulative, unreliable, fickle, moody, idle, sensual, untruthful. That's the vibe that I'm getting when I see this. And I'm thinking about the lovely bones, and I'm thinking about any of you who may have children, or maybe even the mentally vulnerable, or those made vulnerable by age or sickness. Look out for them, okay? Because some of these fucking people out here, they real twisted up inside. Look, that was the Star, the Six of Cups, nostalgia, memory, healing. But this flipped and then flipped back. Comfort, steady gain, pleasure after hardship. And it gives me in reverse energy. Strife arising from vanity, thanklessness, cynicism, independence, unforgiveness. Like stuff that goes back for them way back. And you know, I hope they have healing, because I don't like to see anybody live a wretched life. But you know, you can't choose the fool's journey for some. Some people will never take the fool's journey because they can't stand the idea that they should ever look like they don't know where they're going. And God forbid they ever actually don't know where they're headed. Look. Believe in your personal power. Justice, boldness, dominion, decisions, planning, first steps. It's all got to be linear for some people. And okay, have that. Everything ain't for everybody. You can't do what everybody does, and everybody can't fucking do what you do. Or else we would all just be clones of each other, right? If that was the best way to live. If that was, it's like, evolutionarily, that doesn't make any sense. But people who claim that they're logical and they rely on logic can't see the reason why so many different iterations of people exist. All right, precision, articulate, truthful, cautious, design and plans, controlled, but determined. And I get malicious, plotting, obstinate, harsh, severe, ruthless, manipulation. Look, don't get got. Don't get caught lacking. Don't get caught slipping or sleeping, because they're out here. I'm gonna let that just be the end. Death. Growth always means leaving something behind. And amen. Let the whole church say, I love you. Have a great day. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Bye.